Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kids Show, and I guess it's gonna be a double upload day because, well, this particular topic keeps just eating away at me, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to let it go until I really uh, express my sentiments on the subject, and that is Dove and Epic Games with their stand against over sexualizing women in games, which really, in essence, is a fat acceptance slash fat normalization video or discussion, and it burns me up inside. It really does. And this is the video I'm referencing, and I don't know if you guys do remember this, but this video back in the day, and overall this discussion right here is more so revolving around infiltrators in the gaming space. And no doubt Dove themselves are infiltrators of the gaming space. But I don't know if you guys remember this video. Some of you didn't, subscribe to me at the time. Actually, the mass majority of my subscribers and viewers weren't, weren't watching me when I did this video. This video was basically me returning to my YouTube channel after a 3-month hiatus. And the reason why I had taken a hiatus at the time is because I just had so much going on in my life. I was just so busy. A lot of that revolved around dieting. I managed to lose 60 pounds, and that was with a lot of hard work and just investment and just making that a priority in my life. But also, I just had so much going on, so many different things. So that 3-month hiatus was me just kind of getting my life together, me taking the initiative and doing, accomplishing goals and working hard to not just, make my life stable, but make my life better. And the first video I made as a return, I was inspired to make at the time. And it was I support gatekeeping in the gaming community. And honestly, I probably would have retitled that in the gaming space. But I digress. I was a more foolish YouTuber back in the day. I knew so much less um, than I do now, and I'm still on the learning experience entirely as a content creator or just somebody that wants to express myself um, well-roundedly. So I at the time I had talked about essentially, well, gatekeeping the gaming space because, well, there's so many infiltrators in the gaming space, if it be um people that claim to be gamers but really don't enjoy the hobby for what it is, instead wanting to change the hobby, or mega corporations involving themselves in the gaming space where they don't belong, or even gaming companies inviting infiltrators to have jobs within the gaming space. All of these things are a common practice and have been for years. I mean, I don't know if Anita Sarkeesian essentially started this, but she's probably the big one to point at as like the first truly devastating infiltrator of the gaming space, someone that has made gaming a shittier place with her contributions, someone who is self-admittedly not a gamer, not a fan of gaming, but pretends to be a part of it for what it is, when really all she sought to do was ruin gaming culture. And she's managed to succeed at least a reasonable amount. Overall, I think that she's lost because she is no longer relevant, even though she pretends to be. But this is a person that no longer gets any of the views that she once did, and that's good. That's positive. But we have mega companies like Dove, and mind you, on my live stream, I was making fun of Dove, as a soap company, but it is not to be ignored the fact that Dove is a ice cream company as well. An ice cream company, and ice cream is not good for you. As much as I'd like to, we all like to pretend otherwise, it simply is not. And Dove's own products are proprietary in obesity. And honestly, obesity to me is the greatest fight of our generation. And Dove is a company that literally contributes directly to this problem. And this problem isn't a issue in just the gaming space. It's an issue in all spaces of life, especially in America. where obesity is a enormous epidemic that um, I encourage everyone to better themselves, to don't fall into that rut, that hole of becoming obese. Obesity is a direct representation, a direct visual representation of one's unhappiness, of one's issues. Uh, I even go on to say that sometimes being uh, overweight is actually one of the best signs that you need help, or you need to reassess your life in some way. There are some people that, for example, that are never obese, fat, overweight, and but they grow to not accept that they have issues in their life because, well, there's no visual representation of them having issues. Whereas being fat is a representation that, damn, I need to realize that there's some things going on up here which is showing visually. And I feel like that visual representation is one of the bigger proprietors of, damn, I need to get my life together. I am an example of that. I ended up losing 60 pounds. While of course my life isn't perfect, nothing is obviously perfect by any means. Everything is an ongoing process, but being this shell of my former self, when I looked in the mirror, being 60 pounds heavier than what I am now, I was like, damn, I don't recognize this person. That's just literally how it was for me. And I wanted to make a change. I wanted to be better. And while I'm not perfect, even now by any means, I'm happy to have had that accomplishment. It required commitment. It required strive. And that's something that Dove and Epic Games does not. They do not push that at all. They don't push commitment. They don't push recognizing that people in modern society, we have a serious epidemic issue. Matter of fact, they want you to ignore all of that. And this tweet was Dove takes a stand against overly sexualized women in video games. And this to them, this example right here, this person who is not overly sexualized in any way, shape, or form. She's just literally wearing armor from head to toe. They deem this as an overly sexualized woman. And this ad makes absolutely no sense to me. To Dove and Epic Games, overly sexualized simply means being a normal woman's weight. That is extremely concerning. This is what this ad communicates, because they think that this is overly sexualized. A woman who is literally wearing armor across almost every part of her body is overly sexualized, but this here is not. This is not overly sexualized. The short shorts, showing the legs, the arms. They think that this is not overly sexualized. This obese character that they've made. And to me, I'm just concerned at the influence outsiders of the gaming space are trying to have on gaming. Dove particularly is a disgusting, absolutely disgraceful company, because like I said, they are direct contributors of obesity with their product being ice cream. Look, at the bottom line is Dove as a company, looking at their bottom dollar, they would like it if people gorge themselves in gluttonous food behavior. This at the end gives them more money in all likelihood to contribute to their profits from ice cream. They don't want you to have self-control. They don't want you to take control of your life. They would rather you continue on a gluttonous gorging sentiment, because, well, that at the end of the day feeds their bottom dollar. And this is why they are absolutely disgusting company for this. And Epic Games should be fucking ashamed of themselves as a gaming company for involving a non-gaming infiltrator into the gaming space. It's definitely important to hold these companies accountable for the garbage that they try to spew, all for the sake of making them feel better about themselves, posing them as the good guy corporations and whatnot. Meanwhile, they are absolutely disgraceful. And they should honestly be mocked and shamed, and fuck Epic for this. They are one of the many reasons why gaming as a hobby is, in fact, worse than ever before, in my personal opinion. We have so many infiltrators in the gaming space. Dove is just one of many, and this has been a problem for what, going on 7-8 years now. And look, women in gaming, the fact that they think that women are apparently mostly fat in the gaming space, that is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to think that obesity should be body positivity. Look, it's never good to make people feel ashamed of their weight, but we have to get individuals to strive to be better. You may settle for being fat, and that's a self choice, but it's not a good life choice. And I'm a representation that, look, if I could do it, you could do it. I can't cook. I'm a garbage cook. I really am I'm just terrible. I'm also lazy, and that's something I continue to, I do need to work on personally. That's definitely the next step. So exercise wasn't a thing for me, despite not knowing how to cook, despite being lazy as shit. I still managed to lose 60 pounds. So, if I could do it, you could do it. Anybody could do it. It just takes commitment. It just takes taking a stand and taking control of your life. Being obese is a visual representation that something is wrong up here in terms of you're not happy. Something is wrong in the heart, in the mind, whatever have you, that's leading for your problems to show in a visual manner. And you could take control of that. You can make it better. It's possible. Do not ever think otherwise. And I think that's important to communicate, especially when companies want to normalize this, especially disingenuous companies such as Dove, where obesity being accepted as the norm, gorging being accepted as the norm, directly benefits their bottom dollar. So fuck Dove and fuck Epic Games for this. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I really just had to make a video because it kept bothering me for since it's been released, since May 11th. So who cares if it's late? I wanted to do it because I wanted to do it. If you can, guys, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. And guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.